Alright, so let's go through basically what we did yesterday together. So big thing here, also like from last, thing from last week, because the concern I had at first was, you know, when you started playing what we had from last week, you put those eighth notes in there. So, you know, whatever you see on the page is exactly what you need to play. Whatever you see me do in the video is exactly what you need to do. So if basically just mime it or mimic it 100%. Adding anything else in that's not on the page is not meant to be played. So if you don't see me doing it here, you don't see it on the page, you definitely do not want to add that in to anything that you're doing. So I want to follow this stuff to the letter. And I've been thinking of some other stuff that we can do to kind of get your hand moving even more. Probably going to have you do some all downstroke stuff and maybe all upstroke stuff. So got some ideas. I keep thinking of stuff even in between lessons, kind of thinking, what's the next step, what's the next step. But here we go. First 60 beats a minute, doing our down, up, down, up. I want you to count along as much as you can with this too. Definitely at least at the 60 beats a minute. Watch your foot, make sure you're following that click, following the count on the video, paying very close attention to that, because especially if you're going to be playing music with somebody in a live situation, you absolutely have to be able to listen to the other musician or musicians, follow the leader. So the metronome or the drummer, drum track, that's your leader, that's the guy you got to follow. So yes, you have to pay very, very close attention to who's setting the pace, who's setting the tempo, all that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and I didn't change this channel. I guess it didn't really matter. False start. All right, here we go. 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. I want you to pay attention to how wide I'm strumming. I am strumming way past all the strings. I want you to try and do that. As long as you're holding the chord correctly, the only time to worry about hitting an extra string is on the A minor and the C chord. But just have your thumb over the top, and I've seen it looks like you are doing that already. So as long as you're just barely touching that E string, barely touching it. Don't fret it. You don't want to hear anything. So as long as your thumb is just barely touching it. Big old strums. So strum nice and big. 70 beats a minute now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Ooh, kind of choked the ending there. Hopefully I didn't mess you up. Alright, 95 beats a minute now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. Alright, here we go. 120 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Done. Okay. There you go. That's your work for the week. Only that. Only that. Focus on that. If any questions come up, please let me know. I'll see you again on Monday.